Hello everyone. I'm gonna get this all set up here so I can see any comments that come up. Okay. All right, well, happy Sunday. Hope you guys are having a good, relaxing Sunday. My mom's on. Hi, Mom. It has been kind of a busy Sunday for me, just cleaning and all that kind of stuff. I feel like I'm running around with my head cut off, but it's all right. We're getting stuff done, and that's what is important. So today, you know what? I should introduce myself. If you are new here, my name is Kayla, and I am here with Broken Compass Creations. And at Broken Compass Creations, I sell and paint. I paint and sell door hangers and signs. So I hand paint a whole bunch of different types of door hangers and signs, and I sell them online, as well as I'm starting to now go to festivals and craft fairs as things open up a little bit. A lot of things have also been canceled, so we'll see. But you can always buy stuff from me online at my website, which is brokencompasscreations.com. And then I also do art kits. So today, this was actually an art kit that you could have purchased. So this is the final product of what we're going to be painting today. He's real cute. And you can, for an art kit, you get the wooden blank cut out for you, and it comes with all the paint and all the brushes and everything you need to create the sign or door hanger. So you can purchase an art kit, or if you'd rather just purchase the wooden blank itself, if you don't want the paint and the brushes and everything, you can also purchase that on my website. And I just sell like plain wooden blanks, and then you can still paint with me virtually, but you don't have to purchase the whole kit if you have paint and brushes and stuff at home. So it just kind of depends on what is most convenient for you. So I do art kits, and then I also do paint parties. So if you are local to my area, which is Lafayette, Indiana, if you are local or around my area, I do in-person paint parties where I bring, again, the wooden blanks, all the paint, all the brushes, everything you need to create whatever sign or door hanger you want to create, and I teach you how to do that. So it's really super cool, super fun, but that's what I do at Broken Compass Creations. So today we're going to be painting the tropical fish. So if you purchase an art kit, you can paint along with me, or you can always, you know what, I don't know if this is a blank. I should add it if it's not. You can probably purchase the blank on my website once I put it up there, because I don't know that it's up there yet, but I can put that one on there. And you can rewatch this video and pause me when you need to, or do whatever. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Grandma Pressler is on. Hello. She brought over chocolate chip cookies earlier today, which was very kind of her. Excited. She has amazing cookies. So, okay, so today I'm using DecoArt Americana matte paint, acrylic matte paint, and I'm gonna start with the Bahama Blue color. It's a really, really pretty blue. I like it a lot. So we're gonna start with that color. And then the other color, so as you can tell, the fish is kind of ombre, which is a really fun effect to do. And it's not very difficult to do either. So this top color is this Bahama Blue, and the bottom color is Sour Apple, which is also from DecoArt. This is one of my very favorite, like, bright green colors, because it's nice and bright. So that's what's going to be at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and put both of those out on my plate. This one is like, can anything else come from it, you know? I hate getting rid of paint bottles. I'm like, sad day, it's over. Okay, so what we're going to do to start is I'm going to focus on basic. So this one doesn't have any lines on it. You're going to kind of just, don't freak out. You just go with what you think would be correct. So I'm probably going to actually trace out this line with a pencil so I can separate his body from his tail, because I don't want to get any of like the green and stuff on there. It won't be a big deal if I get a little bit. I can cover it up. But so I'm just going to trace out, take a pencil and trace it out. You could also do like chalk. But because it's actually going to be covered in black, it's not a big deal if it's pencil. So, you know what? I just did that the wrong way. Just kidding, y'all. I meant to curve the line the other way. Whoops. It's alright, we can just erase it. No biggie. Okay, let's try this again. There we go, that's how we want it. So we want the body curving into the tail of the fish, and then that's what we're gonna focus on painting first. So again, it doesn't have to be perfect, it's a fish, you know? Each one is unique and different. So, okay, so we're gonna, and then also the lips as well, they're pink, so we're gonna try to avoid painting those, the blue and green color, but that you can, I'm doing a little bit of a curved line into the lips, but nothing too crazy, just like that. So, we're gonna start with the Bahama Blue and paint basically the top half of the fish. So I'm just gonna go, and I'm using a larger flat tip brush to do this. You know what, I actually might use a smaller brush. I'm so used to starting out with something bigger, but this fish is he's a mini fish. He's so cute. So I feel like this could be such a fun kids kit. Obviously the kids don't have to paint it the way I paint it, but they could just, you know, do their own design. But it could be a fun one. And I always say like this, growing up, we had in our kids' bathroom that my brother or sister and I shared, it was fish themed. So this fish would have like fit perfectly in our fish themed bathroom. So I'm just painting half of him this blue color. And I'm gonna dip my paint or my brush in a little bit of water. Just to make sure the paint is going on nice and smooth. Okay, and then we're gonna clean out our brush. So it doesn't have to be a perfect line or anything. Like mine's honestly a little bit like crooked. It's totally fine because we're gonna actually blend it all together. So then we're gonna take our sour apple and we're just gonna paint. We're gonna start down here and paint the bottom. And I actually painted his fins blue. So I'm not gonna paint the entire fin green down here because I go back and end up painting it blue. But we're going to paint the bottom green. Okay, so as you can see, he's like half blue, half green. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend them together. And so I'm going to dip half my brush in the Bahama Blue color and have my brush in the sour apple color. So I'll do just a little bit of blue and a little bit of green, just like that. And then I'm gonna blend it together on the fish. And like, it's okay if a little bit of blue goes down in the green or vice versa. Like it is, we want it to be kind of, they just blend right together. There's not a perfect line. And so, like, I feel like I have a little bit too much green in my blue, so I'm just gonna go dip my brush back in the Bahama Blue and go over it. So it's just another one of those things that you just kind of have to play with until you like it. But it's just a fun one to do. I feel like ombre is so fun. And you could do it with so many different colors. Are we ombre fans out there? Such a cool color. Thanks, Ray. My husband's watching while he plays video games. Okay. So, there we have our little ombre fish guy. So it just kind of seamlessly goes into each other, and again, you just kind of play with it until you like it. Until you like the ombre. So because these are lighter colors, I probably am going to go over it a second coat. I'm going to dry it and then go over it just to make sure the wood doesn't show through on his body. But yeah, that's basically how you do the ombre. And it's just nice and seamless. Let me dry it so you, because since it's matte paint, when it's wet, it's shiny, so you know it's dry when it's not shiny anymore. So it's kind of hard to see in the light. So let me dry it real quick. If I can get this hair dryer. I always have such a hard time blending. You make it look so easy. You know, I feel like, I'm trying to think. I feel like it's just something you have to work with. Also, you're probably hard on yourself. It's my mom saying that, and I know she has high expectations. So, but also I feel like water, just a tiny bit of water can help blend it too. Dry now, so you can kind of see he's ombre'd. So I'm going to do a second coat of the ombre since these are some lighter colors and I just went straight onto the wood. So I'm just going to repeat what we just did. And this is like a good time if you're not like super happy with your ombre. It's a good time that you could do some fixing on it. So I'm just going to start with the blue color. My hair is like all going to the side right now. And do this top half. And you just want to do big strokes because you don't want a whole bunch of brush strokes being able to be seen. Okay, and I'm going to clean out my brush and go in with the sour green, or sour apple. Sour apple. So we're just going to do the bottom part. So you're going to go really close up until the blue, but we're not blending yet. Okay, so like right now, it has a really distinct line, right? There's basically no ombre happening in that. So I'm going to clean up my brush. I'm going to put half my brush, one tip of my brush in the green, one tip of my brush in the blue, and then I'm just going to blend it. So having your brush like a little bit wet can really help with blending. I will say that. That helps me a lot in blending colors. And then you just kind of work with it until you like it. And there we have it, our little ombre. Cute, cute, right? Okay, so what do we want to do next? Let's let that dry for a second. And let's go ahead and go work on the tail. So on the tail, I don't know if I'm going to have enough paint to use this color. This is Peony Pink. It's one of my favorite pink colors, and it's also from DecoArt. I had just enough to put it in the kits, but I can't find this color anywhere. Like I've said, Hobby Lobby is like not doing hot on their colors right now, on their paints, and so I cannot find this color anywhere. So I don't know if I'm going to have enough. I might have to change to a different pink color or try to mix some colors together. I'm definitely not going to have enough. Let's try to mix some colors together, shall we? Or just do another pink. Just rolling with it. It looks like a swimming good time. Christine, you're so funny. Okay, so I'm just gonna lighten this color up. I'm using this Royal Fuchsia color. So I'm just gonna mix these together a little bit. you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's fine. You could use any colored pink. The peony pink's just a little bit brighter, but that's okay. We'll go with this one. All right. Oops. So now I have my pink color, and what I'm gonna do is paint this tail, but I kind of want to leave just a little line at the very edge because I want to put this blue back on there. So I'm just gonna kind of squiggle it out along the lines of the end of the tail because this tail's kind of squiggly. So I'm gonna use a flat tip brush, probably, if I can find one. Okay, got it. So I'm gonna use my pink and go along the line from the blue. Is everyone having a good Sunday? What are you guys up to this Sunday? Comment down below. Are you having a relaxing Sunday? Are you cleaning like me? Okay, so I'm just kind of going along the curve of the tail here. So the line's not super squiggly, but just slightly, ever so slightly. And again, doesn't have to be perfect. You don't even have to do the color on the end of the tail if you don't want to. It's totally up to you. You could do the whole tail pink if you wanted. Okay, hold on, let me, a little bit more here. Okay, so now we have his little tail. All right, so I just left a little bit off, and it's just slightly like squiggly. Nothing too major. And the line between like his body and his tail and the pink part and the blue part, all of them I'm gonna have like a black line around, so it doesn't have to be perfect, you know, we're cover it up. So while I have the pink on my brush, I'm also gonna go ahead and do a coat on the lips of the fish. This fish is so cute. I love the lips. Okay, so as you can see, we have the tail and the fish lips. So I'm gonna go ahead and dry everything real quick because we will have to do some second coats and draw on the fins and such. So, give me 30 seconds. So he's dry now. So now you can really see that ombre. Ooh, so fun. Okay. So, what do I want to do next? I am, yes, I'm going to do a second coat of the pink first. So I'm just going to do a quick second coat. Dog hair. Always happen into me. Okay. So we're just gonna do a second coat of the lips and the tail, because the pink doesn't usually cover too well. This fuchsia color is not bad, but yeah, pink usually requires 2 coats, pink and red. I mean, I do 2 coats with almost every color because I like things to be nice and making sure nothing's see-through. Okay. And then I'm going to do the lips, another pink. I feel like this is the classic. If you saw my reminder for today, I did the fish face. I feel like this is like the fish face on a fish with these lips, though. So cute. Okay, so I went ahead and did a second coat of both the pinks. And now I'm going to draw on, because if you can see, I added a fin in the middle. It's not something you have to do if you don't feel comfortable, but I'm just going to kind of draw on a little fin in the middle of them, because I want to paint that just blue. So, let's see, how did I do that? I'm just going to go, so I'm just using a pencil. You could also, again, use chalk. Chalk is really easy. The nice thing about chalk is that you can brush it off, so if it's dry or when it dries, you can just brush off the chalk and you can't tell it's there, and you can paint over it. Pencil can get a little bit more difficult once there's paint on the bottom, but just feeling a little risky today apparently. So, I'm gonna go. And your fin could look like whatever. Doesn't matter. And then I'm also going to finish drawing the curve of the body. Okay. So I drew on the little, I don't even know if you can see it in the light, but drew on the fins. And so the fins I'm just going to have be the blue. So they kind of stick out from everything else because we have that ombre color going for us. So the fins will stick out a little bit. And I'm going to use an angled brush, I think. You could use a flat tip. I just get really, I don't like to clean out my brushes until the end sometimes, and so, which just creates more work for me in the end, because then I have more brushes to clean out when I'm finished painting. But okay, so I'm just gonna go over my little fin here in the middle with this Bahama blue. And I just kind of want it to seamlessly go into the body as well. So I'm going to add a little water. That's too much water. And just blend it out a little bit. So here's my fin. So he kind of sticks out a little bit against the body. And then I'm also going to do the bottom fin in the blue color and the top fin, which is mostly already blue. It does have a little bit of green in it just from the ombre. So I'm going to go over it again in the blue. And if you did do pencil marks and you made a mistake, the black, we're going to outline it in black, so the black will cover it up so you don't have anything to worry about. Okay. So here we have our fins. So you can see they're a little bit different of a color because that ombre, even though the top is the Bahama blue, it still has just a tiny bit of green in it from the ombre. Because it just, you know, I feel like it does, I kind of carried it up a little bit. I don't know if you can really see it in the light, but so you can, the ombre is still there a little bit. So the fin really pops out. You are so talented and this is so cute. Thanks, Christiane. You are so sweet to say that. Okay, so I'm gonna give this a quick dry. Actually, you know what, before I do that, while I have blue on my brush, I'm gonna go ahead and paint this the very end of the tail blue. Since it's already there. Okay. So now we have the very end of the tail blue, just like that, and we're gonna give it a quick dry. So you can do any second coats that we need. I'm gonna do a second coat of the blue on this bottom fin because it didn't have any paint under it, so I just want to make sure that's nice and dark. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just do, I'm gonna do a second coat on that middle fin as well that I drew on there. I feel like you could do this fish in so many different ways too. Like this one's kind of like a bright tropical fish, but I feel like you could do it in a lot of different ways. Lots of different colors and stuff. Okay. And then I'm gonna do, I probably don't really need to do a second coat on this top fin. Just kidding. Okay, then I'm gonna do a second coat on that edge of the tail like we just did 2 seconds ago. And it's just rolling along with the curve of the tail. So here we have it. I'm gonna do a quick dry on this guy, and then we can start looking at doing some polka dots in the eye. Looking at it, I'm trying to decide, do I want him to face this way? I feel like you could do it either way. I know I did this one where, so this fin has like 2 and that's the top. I did it like that, but what do we think? Should I do them like this? Because I kind of did maybe I put this a little too far up. I don't know. Or should I do them like this? Should I do the green on top or the blue on top? I feel like that probably looks better. It'll be okay. We'll work with the eye situation. Okay, So next, we can see there's some polka dots on the tail here, just a couple. So we're gonna go ahead and do those. Those are in Purple Pizzazz. It's a really nice bright purple from Deco Art. And when you do, if you ever buy the bottles, I just encourage you to shake them up a little bit because sometimes they can get a little separated in there. And wait, if you did purchase a kit, whenever I do polka dots, I always give you a sponge pouncer so you can make a perfect polka dot. So I'm going to use that to do the polka dots on my fish. And the way to do the perfect polka dot is you dip your sponge in some paint, and then when you're on the door hanger, you're just going to push down, twist, lift up. Push down, twist, lift up. That's how you make the perfect polka dot. So I'm going to put some paint on there, dab a little off because I don't want too much. And then I'm going to push down, twist, lift up. Push down, twist, lift up. Add some more paint. Do one off to the side a little bit. One off the edge. And there we have it. Cute little polka dots. So, while those dry, we'll go ahead and do the eye. So, you could do whatever kind of eye you want. It's totally up to you. Just gonna draw a little oval, basically. With my pencil. So I just have my little oval, and then I'm going to, you know what, I'm gonna do it in white first. I'm gonna color it in white. Come on. Okay. So I'm gonna use a smaller brush. You could do a small round tip, you could do a small flat, small angle brush, whatever you feel most comfortable with. But I'm definitely gonna use a smaller brush. I'm gonna paint the eye white. And you guys, the reason I'm doing it white first is because I want to it's easier to put black on top of white than white on top of black. So I'm just going to paint it white first, and I'm going to dry that real quick and do a second coat of white and then add the black on it. And I might actually make it a little bit bigger. The eye a little bit bigger. Okay, so I did make the eye just a little bit bigger, like that. So we'll dry that. And now I'm gonna take some black. I'm gonna use a round tip brush to do some outlining and to do, fix this eye, or to do the eye. Okay, so I'm gonna dip it in some black paint and I'm gonna circle the eye. And I can't decide what brush I want. I want even a smaller one. tiny fish. You need a small brush. I'm gonna use a real small one. Sometimes it's hard to decide. This is actually a 0, so it's real tiny. I'm just gonna go around the eye. Sorry, I'm really quiet. I'm getting focused. Okay, and then I'm gonna do like this little curve downwards towards the corner of the circle and paint that in black. Okay, so we have our eye. Now I'm gonna start doing some outlining in black while the eye dries. This guy just has one little, and so I'm gonna outline the fin of the fish. Using a round tip brush. I never knew she was so talented this way. I knew about sports. Aw, thank you. I did play sports growing up. That's all I did. I was into the sports scene. And that's what's funny is I was like never the art type growing up at all. I didn't do anything with art besides like art class that I was supposed to take in school, and I was never good at that. So I even took a painting class in high school and I still wasn't good at it. So I don't know what happened, but that's also to say that this like door hanger and stuff style painting is really could be for anyone. Like when I do paint parties or art kits, you don't need any like prior painting experience, because I try to make it as simple as possible, like step by step. And so many of my designs have etched designs in them. So for instance, this is my art kit that's for sale now for Christmas in July, and Santa Claus is etched in there. So it makes it super simple to like know where to paint. And then it's just kind of like a paint by number. Well, we'd never know. Yeah, just a paint by number. So, okay. So now I'm gonna outline the body in black. While all the other paint dries, try not to get your hand in your wet paint. That always happens to me. I always drop my hand and whatever paint's still wet on my door hanger. So we're outlining the body with some black paint. So this really helps if you if you still had some pencil lines on there that you need to cover up. This is a great way to cover them up. Or if you got some paint where you didn't mean to or whatever, this will cover it right up for you. And I'm also going to outline the fins. And the thing with outline is you just want to make sure you have enough paint on your brush. And these aren't very whimsical outlines, like they're pretty standard, like I'm making a thick black line around the fish, so. Sometimes I do like much messier outlines, but this one is not too messy today. I am curious though, if you guys are interested in painting, what types of designs would you want to paint for your home or to gift to someone? Is there anything that you'd be like, oh, I really want to paint a pumpkin for fall, or I really want to, I don't know, if you've seen anything I've painted too, and maybe you're like, ooh, I loved the scarecrow you did for fall, like I really want to learn how to paint that. I would love to know, because I am going to be selling, of course, art kits, but also wooden blanks and doing live painting tutorials. So, you know, I like to hear what are some of my designs that you've seen on my website, or things that you would just really like to have painted. I'd love to know. Or, you know, my mind's in fall because I've been working on a lot of fall stuff, but it doesn't have to be fall. It could be summery. I know we're still in summer. Or could be Indiana, or just home decor in general. I've done some like fun Indiana stuff. But all the Indiana ones I offer, I will customize them to whatever state you want to do them. Obviously, I do Indiana because that's where I'm from, and a lot of people that follow me are from Indiana as well. But I am happy to do whatever state that you're from, because those can be super cute and fun to paint. I did Minnesota. I did a Minnesota for someone, and it was green and blue ombre, kind of similar to this, and it was a really fun one to do. And they had like a favorite fishing spot, and so I had like a fishing pole on it, and on the end of the fishing pole there was a heart, and it said I think it said like our special place or favorite place or something like that. I don't know, but it was really cute. And that was I created the design kind of with her. Like, she had the idea of what she wanted, and then we kind of worked together to figure out what it was going to look like. And that's the really cool thing about custom orders too, is I am totally happy to run with whatever idea that you have and try to make it come to life for you. Otherwise, I would have never created something like that. I don't fish, so I would have never created like a cute fishing design like that. But it was a really cute one and very special to them, which is always kind of cool. Okay, so we're outlining. I've outlined the fish in black, and now I'm going to do a black line in between this blue and the pink color on the end of the tail. And then we're going to do some highlights in white. And those are going to be a little bit more whimsical, my kind of messy, whimsical highlights that I like to do. So you could, if this intimidates you to do it with these kind of outlines and stuff with the paintbrush or the highlights I'm going to do, you could also use a paint pen. I do a lot of my lettering with paint pens. Sometimes I do outlining with paint pens. It just depends on what I'm doing. But my favorite paint pen, I do have a blog about some of my must-have art supplies, and my favorite paint pens are on there. It is the Uniposca paint pens. You can get them off Amazon. And those are my favorite to use with door hangers and signs if you feel uncomfortable, you know, doing all this kind of stuff with a paintbrush, which I understand. Okay. So, just make sure I covered everything. He's so cute. Okay. So here we have him. He's all highlighted out. Now I'm going to dry him real quick. you know what? I actually put eyelashes on this one. It's kind of cute. I'm going to do that on this one as well. Do a couple eyelashes. 1, 2. Okay, so now we're going to do some white. So as you can see, I just kind of did a couple of like whimsical type white highlights. So I'm going to do some on the tail. Just going to do. And there's no necessarily like, you know, method to the madness, but just kind of maybe where like a light would hit the fish or something. And I also want to do one little dot in the eye. And there we have it, y'all. Our finished fish. Here's this one, my original one. So yeah, I put the fin a little bit high on this guy. Oops, that's okay. All fish are different. But yeah, they're super, super cute. So if you want to paint one, let me know. I have to put the wooden blank in my store because I don't think he's on there. But it's a super cute tropical fish. I have lots of wooden blanks in my store if you want to paint. Also some art kits. So the art kits I'm selling right now, and these are only be selling for the next week, so you can't get them. The kit you cannot get after midnight on Friday. You can still buy the wooden blank, but you couldn't purchase the kit. So these are Christmas in July kits. I know it is not everyone's jam, but it is my jam because I love Christmas. So the smaller kit is this cute little snowman. He's adorable. And as you can tell, he's like a mini snowman. So you can purchase the whole kit or just the blank. And the blank will look like this. Here's the blank. So he does not have any etching in him because this is just my own design that I did on him while I was painting. I didn't like draw it on or anything. But this guy, if you want to purchase the kit, comes with the wooden blank, the paint, the brushes, all that good stuff. It's $12. Or you can just purchase the blank by itself for $4. So $4 for this cute little snowman, and then I'm going to do a live tutorial on how to paint him, and you can follow along. So he's super cute. The other kit I have for sale right now is this fun leopard print Santa ornament. So he's so cute, and so I did a tutorial on how to do this leopard print earlier. Was it this week? Last week? Whenever it was. It's really not hard, so don't be intimidated, and it's just like a fun look. Fun and spunky, that's what I say. But, so in the kit, it'll come with this wooden blank, and the Santa's etched on to the ornament. So he's real easy to paint. So, it'll come with this wooden blank, all the paint, all the brushes you need to create this guy. And he's super fun because he has some gold in him too. Like in his beard and stuff, and on his hat has some gold. So that's kind of fun. So you can purchase the whole kit, and that comes with, like I said, everything you need to create this, and it's $20 for the kit. Or you can purchase just the wooden blank. And so if you purchase the wooden blank with the etched design in it, that's $10. You can also purchase it without the etched design. If you just wanted it to be like a plain ornament like this, it would be $8. So it is up to you, but please go on my website, brokencompasscreations.com, and look to see what you can paint. Painting is just, it's so fun, it's relaxing, and it's just fun to be creative and do something different. I know a lot of people, like, painting might not be something you do very often, and it can just be like a fun hobby. Like, that's how I got started in it about a year ago. My mom invited me over to paint a door hanger, and I was like, this is awesome. This is so fun. And it tested me a lot in just trying not to, you know, get worked up if things weren't perfect, and all of that kind of stuff. And now here I am, like, selling my painted door hangers and trying to teach other people how to paint and doing this whole thing. And it's just really, I just, you know, painting has been such a great outlet for me, and really allowed me to tap into my creativity, because like I said, like, I was never an artist growing up. Nothing at all. Nothing like that at all. Like, I was an athlete through and through, and I did not spend any time drawing, painting, writing, whatever. Like, that was not my talent, not my gig. And this has just allowed me to really tap into my creativity in a really fun and relaxed way. So I just want to spread that to others as well. Like, it can just be so much fun to paint, and I know that's not everyone's thing. So I try to make it as approachable as possible. You know, it doesn't have to be intimidating. It doesn't have to be difficult. And I hear all the time, like, I can't even, you know, draw a stick figure. And I'm telling you guys, like, the way, like, there are certain designs that are, one, just easier in general to paint. But with the designs being etched in the wood like that, like, it's basically paint by number. And even if it's not perfect, you know, how cool is it to have something you created in your own home or on your own door? Like, it's really cool. And, like, I was always, like, you know, when I first started, I thought, no one, like, I would come home with all the, because I used to paint a lot of them, and then we had so many, and I just hung them all over my house. And my husband would be like, you should try to sell that. And I'd be like, no one would ever want this. And, of course, like, I think I've improved my painting skills over the last year, and I hope to continue to improve. But sometimes we're just so hard on ourselves, and when someone else looks at it, it's like, what? And I just remember the first time someone, I gave something as a gift that I hand painted myself, and I was very nervous about it, and someone thought that I had bought it. And I was like, oh my gosh, stop. That is, like, the biggest compliment. No, like, I painted that myself. And they're like, what? And so, like, just a cool thing. And I think we can be very hard on ourselves, but other people looking at your work, it's so different. And I know even now I can be still very critical of myself, and I'm always sending, like, pictures of things to my mom, like, what do you think? Does this need to be fixed, or blah blah blah? And, you know, it's cool to create something yourself and paint it yourself. So I love to give that to other people, things that I've hand painted and put my effort and work into, and provide that for them, because it's such a unique thing to have in your own home or on your front door that so many people just don't have. Like, I get you can go to Hobby Lobby and find things, but there's a lot of things that I create or have the potential to create that I have, like, your last name on them or whatever, that can be so customized that it's so hard to find anywhere else. So I think it's just cool to have that capability to create something so unique for someone. So I love to be able to do that for other people. And I love to teach other people, you know, how to get that for themselves too. So anyway, sorry for my little rant there, but I'm just passionate about what I do, and I want to spread the word with other people. So if you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you just sprinkle the love, spread the word about me and my business, what I do with other people. That is, like, so helpful to me, and I really appreciate every time people like, share, comment, whatever, on any of my posts and everything, because, you know, it's me. Like, I'm doing everything. I get, you know, some help from my mom and my husband, and support from people in my family, luckily, but, you know, I'm the one who runs the show. I cut them, I cut the wood, I paint it, I ship it, I do the whole shebang, and it's a very small, upstarting business, and every little interaction with my post just helps me so much. So I just appreciate that for everyone who interacts with me and my posts. And yeah, so I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. I hope you have a restful Sunday and a great start to your week tomorrow. And I will see you guys later this week for some more lives and some more exciting stuff coming up, y'all. So I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for joining, and I will see you guys later. Bye.